Good evening. We have a game here between Nabil and RV, and RV played a 67%er, which was way below what we have seen from him historically. 950 levels, nothing to be proud of. But there must be some reasons, and we'll get to the bottom of it. And this is all part of the journey on the road to 1300. You will come across these kind of pitfalls. Uh, all right. We're still blitzing through the opening here, but so far I like what I'm seeing, and we have this kind of Caro-Kann-like structure here. I think it's a fairly fine move, and white is being quite hyper aggressive actually. Hyper aggressive, probably has plans of queen here, knight sack, and things like this, bishop here. I don't know. So because he's hyper aggressive, a hyper defensive approach will, in principle, serve you well. So I would say a move like bishop e7 and castles. But you chose the right move, apparently, is to go all the way out. Bishop b4. But it's risky. It's risky. Slightly risky. But it forced a reaction already. And now you're asking the question here anyway. But knight here is cleaner. It is like kind of giving good support. Maybe you want to wait on knight move, or maybe you're worried that what if he takes and you have to take back and you get doubled. Actually, isn't that a fair consideration? What's the follow-up here? It's very complicated follow-up, man. You've got to be extremely double-edged. It's not easy at all. The follow-up is insane. But out of curiosity, why wouldn't white just kill here? Queen takes, and then bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah, so this is a solid structure for black. This is, if this pawn were not here, then this would be pretty horrible. But with this pawn here, it's a pretty nice bunker there to hide. All right. Yeah, right. Actually, this is interesting. So you should have taken it, but most people never take it. And you shouldn't have castled then. You should have just brushed him off and kept your king in the center. Quite interesting. Let's just see. Yeah, a lot of moves come with fluency. You can see that development is fluid. It's somehow it's fluid, and why couldn't he even capture you here? I don't understand. Okay, right. You put this fork. So because of the fluency of the piece movement, the tactic emerges. The tactic emerges. And yeah, okay. So let's not get too deep into that. Now, queenside castling and a5. a5 is the wrong way to attack queenside castling. Actually, it took me years to learn this, and I only understood it recently. I'm not fully understanding it yet either. But okay, a5 might be the fine way to start some attack. Let me not discount it right away, but I was just thinking it's more like a6, b5 that you want to try to do. Anyhow, if you just look at the position as it stands, I really reckon that there is merit in bishop back here and then knight here. Okay, or some other way to develop the knight somehow, but we're just playing this game. We're playing this game forever and keeping that tension around. It's bothering me. It's making it hard to play decent moves. Now, keeping the knight at home is not optimal. Optimal would be to offer a trade. It's a messy one. It's a messy trade, actually. It's really chaotic. I don't know. It's very chaotic. Where you probably didn't do it because you didn't want him to double your pawns, which is what I was thinking at least. But it's so much more rich in complexity. This would be fine for you. good to know that these double pawns here are fine for you because it opens up a line of attack. So not all double pawns are bad. All right, then let's go back to the position, bishop a3, and you go all the way back. That's what I would play. It's a move I recommend in my course, my Chessable course, but better would have been to just take it, apparently. Take it and then do something. But I think this keeps more control and allows you to be a bit safer, more solid. But I don't like the preemptive knight hop. I would have now you've earned the right to develop your knight. That bishop move is enabling you to develop your knight. So you should do that first before you jump off. But it's all the same thing, more or less. You're right. It's not a huge difference, but there is something. Queen trade. Queen trade was offered right away here. In fact, it was forced. It's not favoring you in this position, but it's understandable. And I kind of like it in some ways. So I want to understand why retreat is so much better. Okay, retreat means, okay, you just play a normal game like this and you keep the queen on the board, he keeps the queen on the board, you develop your knight, he goes back with his knight, you go knight b6 or something, you just try to work up an attack. g5, he's also going to come for you though. So it's a double-edged attack, but you've got the better end of it. But it is an attack that you've got to contend with on some level. There will be files opening up and some activity here that you'll have to handle. This is instructive to note. Bishop here is a very good way to defend against mating threats which could emerge from some combination here. All right. So instead, the queen trade was offered and taken because you want to play to, you know, it's reasonable. And now pushing forward. Now is a kind of key moment because maybe you just uncork it and undouble your pawns, or maybe you keep some space cramping type of momentum going, but you allow him here and the knight here. There are all sorts of, it's nuanced, and this was the wrong idea, allegedly. So it's very instructive, probably, that you see the piece development. You can't just not develop the pieces. You have to develop them. That's the point here. And it's so messed up that it wants you to even give up so much. It's very complex, man. Very complex, this game of chess, man. Okay. h5 is a bad move. Yeah, he had a tactic here to win the pawn because I couldn't take back since the bishop is here. Rook here feels logical, but on some level we are still waiting for that knight development. You can't just let him sit around there all day. You're letting him sit around there all day, and now look, it's getting messy. It's getting messy. It's all falling apart. The pawns are all just falling apart, and this is an instructive game because it's a lot about the piece development. That was the underlying crux of it all here. Should have played bishop e7 earlier, followed by knight d7. That's the simple way. If you just followed my book and you want to spread your wings, okay, that's the price. All right, catch you later.